Peterson, we're blessed to be in one of the most famous places in the United States. Everywhere we go together has some significance, and we're right here in Edgartown, Massachusetts, Martha's Vineyard, the island of. The perfect place for me to recharge the batteries after such a crazy adventure. And I'd like to thank Michael Bay for realizing the efforts we put into this and for renting me this amazing little beach house up here and giving me some vacation time. And it's been much needed, as I needed to, rest and recharge. Now I'm overly excited because Bay happens to love Martha's Vineyard also. And he said, do you mind if I come up there for a few days of relaxation? I said, sure, no problem. That's unusual. Why don't you go to Saint-Tropez and Mykonos? I don't understand. And he said, rumor has it there's a fountain of youth on every continent, and I need you to find it. I go, oh boy, is this a vacation, Bay, or do you have us prepped for another mission? And he hung up on me. So he'll be landing today in his private G650, and I couldn't be happier. The man is ecstatic. We went down to the Bahamas and we discovered a huge cache of gold coins. We definitively brought proof that aliens do exist through our footage in the Pacific. And of course, I'm just an associate producer. I just do what I'm told, and he gives me direction. But you know what? If there's a fountain of youth, I will find it. So join us in yet another adventure from the Below Average Company, where we take you on an extravagant mission, looking this time for the fountain of youth.
I was getting a little bit worried about.
Oh, hey, Peterson. Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
Nice to see you. How you doing? It's great. Your timing is perfect. I hope you had your coffee. It's a rarity in today's day and age for any of you subscribers to the Below Average channel. Any of us that were smart enough to subscribe will be blessed today by meeting a special individual that over the last 25 years for me has been a mentor, a guide on life, whether it's health, mentally and physically, whether it's advice with women. And he is 97 years old, not a wrinkle on him, older than Warren Buffett, and really richer and wealthier than Buffett if you're talking about spirituality. So he's a genius, and I have a feeling that if there's clues here and there's anything spirituality or resourcefulness, that one person would know about it. And that's my mentor, and like a second father to me, the great Don Alfredo, the Blackfoot Indian.
Yes, this is exciting. The Fountain of Youth here on the island, I got some insight that's rock solid, and it's very accurate. So the Fountain of Youth is probably here. So, hope we find it.
Before Bay's arrival, I wanted to seem like I was proactive. I wanted to let him know I'm taking steps to move things of what he cares about forward. So we're on a Bay Productions corporate mission right now. You have the second associate producer, Ulysses. You have my intern, top in his class at Harvard University, Richard. And you have my old boss and mentor, Don Alfredo. We had our own fertilizer business together, so we are now going to Belushi's grave. John Belushi, the beloved actor, someone that we all look up to, is buried here, where Don Alfredo feels the next important clue on our mission to discovering if the Fountain of Youth is real will be there at John Belushi's gravesite.
What a day. I'm rolling.
Above the waist?
Of course.
What a day, Peterson. I must say I'm a little worn out. All this talk of spirituality and driving around, wears a man out. All this humidity. I think it's time for a cool shower. Peterson, we've had an exhausting search of a day. And like I explained to you earlier here, the greatest trackers in American history are the Native Americans.
Yeah.
And it proves that we don't have to be in the old Western days to get a good old Native American tracker. Happens that one of my best friends and mentors, my former boss, Don Alfredo, is a Blackfoot Indian Native American. So we followed Michael Bay's instructions and we went to the John Belushi gravesite. One of the greatest comedians in American history, the legendary John Belushi. I believe he was Albanian. What a befitting headstone for such a legend. Here lies buried the body of John Belushi, January 24th, 1949. It turns out he's a fellow Aquarius like Michael Bay, myself, and even you.
That boy is a P.I.G. pig.
March 5th, 1982. I may be gone, but rock and roll lives on. And that's true, even today. Let's search for clues. At that location, we had an overwhelming sense of relief, an overwhelming sense of contentment. And something was telling us it's maybe not a physical pool of water or something. Maybe the Fountain Youth is a state of mind. And Belushi's here to educate you that from beyond. Because he's eternalized in Fountain of Youth, passing away at the prime of his career. He was a shooting star. I was a little disappointed. I said, this is a lackluster day. What's going to happen here if I go back to Bay and I don't have anything to show for it?
Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor?
We went to Don and said, hey, tell us where to go. Where's the clues? He made a fire pit, and in the fire pit he had a vision. And that vision, the famous orca boat from the movie Jaws, that happened to have been beached there and left there for 40 years. Peterson, we're in one of the greatest little towns of Massachusetts, Menemsha Harbor, right here in Chilmark. And it's a beautiful little place, and you're going to think it's familiar because many scenes in Jaws, the Steven Spielberg horror flick, was filmed here. And you won't be able to see much, but we can zoom in. To the left of that inflatable boat is where the Orca, the boat that they used to film Jaws, the famous scene when the shark attacked the Captain Quint, that scene was filmed right outside this harbor, and the boat at the end was beached and put over there, and the remnants of the boat are still there today, albeit very rough. You can still see the boat even from the harbor here. So what is this telling us in terms of clues? Well, obviously Michael Bay is in the film industry. He worked with Spielberg. Spielberg executive produced Transformers. And when Spielberg was in his 30s, again, Fountain of Youth, when he was young, he filmed one of the greatest movies of all time, Jaws. Is it a clue? Is it a correlation? I'm just taking it all in at the moment, Peterson. We here at the Below Average Company channel face adversity on a daily basis. And just like the three guys on the boat at the end of Jaws that got attacked by the shark, we feel like we got attacked by the shark today. The clues led us to an alpaca farm. Bay was nice enough as part of my vacation package to set up a tour for us at the local alpaca farm. I've never seen an alpaca, and frankly I have no desire to be here, but I didn't want to be rude to Mr. Bay. Come here, fishy, 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 come here. Hi, I work with Michael Bay. Would you guys like to be pet? I have some hay. It was pretty interesting. They look like they're from another planet. These don't look like they were domestic livestock. They look like they're extraterrestrial beings. And that's what Don Alfredo told us to look for. He said, look into their eyes. They will mesmerize you. They will teach you what you need to learn to get to the next level. It's hot out here, Peterson. It's hot and it's humid. And I can't say that these alpacas smell the best that I've ever encountered on an animal. And I couldn't believe it. I'm in shock. And to be honest with you, every time you put me in these situations with the audience, we found another alien artifact. All of a sudden, this alpaca, the only intelligent one, it's almost like it was an alien in an alpaca's skin. It got our attention because we don't speak alpaca. If it wasn't for this alpaca, we spent 3 hours searching this entire grid, and we found nothing but an American bald eagle feather, a rare symbol of American pride, a rare bird. I have never seen one here in Martha's Vineyard. Clearly, this is an American eagle feather. No other bird could produce a feather of this size. And this is the second piece to the shard collection. The first one, as you saw, Feldstein implanted down inside the Dry Tortugas south of Key West, and there was an explosion of mighty nuclear power. It went from the ground all the way to outer space, and now this seems to be the second piece to the clues of the puzzle. It's not found, the elements here, on any periodic table that we know about, and we got to go find out what we've discovered. So we're thinking about all these, we're digesting this information, and we're very excited because tonight, my boss, the legendary Michael Bay, He's decided to come in this evening on his private G600. There he is now. You know what? He's strong. He's like Bruce Lee. So we're excited to show the audience at the Below Average channel tonight, the subscribers, our first sit-down interview with my boss, the legendary Michael Bay. Please hit the subscribe button. I urge you to help us further our investigation. Oh my God. Jesus. This is the guest house where I'm staying. Just a little slice of heaven while my boss, Michael Bay, will be up at the main house, and I couldn't be happier. No matter where Bay likes to stay, even on an island like this, it's mandatory that he has at least 3 or 4 pieces of very expensive old artwork on the walls. It's very important that he has a professional billiards table. He needs it there to clear his mind after a long day of shooting, whether we're in Tibet or we're here in Edgartown. He has to have the billiards table. We had to get the right silk sheets. He loves Ferrette linen sheets. We made sure that we had 3 or 4 sets in his favorite colors. We had them laundered twice. He doesn't use them unless they're laundered twice to get all that starchiness out of the sheets. We also had to get sliced lemon. He doesn't like to drink tea without sliced lemon, but he likes his lemon sliced as thin as deli fucking Swiss. Do you understand? Paper thin. You should be able to see through the lemon. It should be the thinnest lemon you've ever seen those slices. So then we had to get his favorite toothpaste. We forgot his contacts. We had him overnighted to FedEx. The man, every day, daily conditions his hair. What did we talk about the other day? We talked about out of all the successful directors in Hollywood, he has the finest hair. Second in line is Spielberg. Third in line is James Cameron. And picking up the greatest quaff of any director, George Lucas. And let me explain something else. He works out in 15-minute intervals, okay? That means we have to shut down every couple hours because he refuses to work out when other people in there, they could sneak a videotape of him.
Stop filming. Stop fucking filming. Put your fucking camera away, okay? Put your fucking camera away. All right? It's irritating.
And I'm about to go up there right now and strategize with Bay because he feels somewhere close by there happens to be the Fountain of Youth. Oh my God. It's so funny. Wait. What does that fill out? A backpack? Is this his backpack? Oh, there's a script in there. Wait a minute. Give me one last thing. Say, my work is never done here with Bay. Guy wants to go golfing. If we're going to take him golfing, I'm probably going to have to be his caddy. Work is never done here with Michael Bay. Even though I'm staying here at the guest house, it turns out he wants to be going golfing. So our caddy called in sick. I said, I will take care of it, Bay. I'll be the caddy for the day. Let's go. We're here, buddy. I'm ready.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Fucking go. Motivate.
Here's your backpack.
All right, good. It's time to motivate. Get the fuck out of here.
Yes, sir. Where's the Jeep? Well, thank you for joining me, Peterson, here at Farm Neck Golf Course in Edgartown, Massachusetts, where I today have volunteered to be the personal caddy to my best friend, Michael Bay. Richard, we need more balls, please. Sir, would you like some probiotics?
We have balls?
Yes, sir, right here. Right here, Bay. I'm always doing everything I can to make sure the man has exactly what he needs. Stretch. We want to pull a hamstring.
What are you doing there?
I'm waiting to get you clubs when you need them. Bay has an amazing stroke. I've never seen anyone get a hole-in-one more often than Bay. He would be on the PGA Tour if he wasn't such a famous director of Hollywood movies. You know, Michael Bay's golf swing, very similar to Tiger Woods' golf swing, but better. Nice hit, Bay. That was a great hit. Direct shot. Must have been 272 yards. Part of my job is to keep Bay motivated at all his experiences. I like to keep morale up, even if he's not having the best game of his life. Nice putting, or it will be when you get there. Bro. There's not a finer golfer in the Hollywood community besides that man right there, Michael Bay. He's like an under-scratch, eagle scratch golfer. Bogey?
Bogey scratch?
He's a bogey scratch golfer. Wow, what a hit! If you've noticed, all of Michael Bay's movies, extremely fast-paced. That's how he lives his life also. We practice the art of speed golf. Beautiful friggin' hit, sir. The way we live our lives is like a Michael Bay action movie. Fire, brimstone, mayhem, mayhem, mayhem. Time for the next hole. We're accompanying Michael Bay on this golf match, and I wanted to introduce you to one of my associates. He works on the East Coast. His name is Peter, and he heads up security here at the golf course. Peter?
Good afternoon.
Peter, what's your title here at the course?
So I'm one of the golf course rangers.
So he's an official ranger. It's an old position at some of the traditional courses from England to Scotland. And Peter does it here. He's not originally a Massachusetts native. Pete, aren't you Greek?
Combados.
Combados for life. Friendship. Here we go! My dear friend, my fellow Greek here is the course ranger.
He's the golf pro?
Yeah, he's the course pro.
I'm excited to have Michael Bay on the course at Martha's Vineyard. This is awesome.
Nice to meet you.
That's Mr. Doyle.
It's very nice to have Michael Bay here at FarmNet Golf Club. Big fan of his movies. Staff all enjoys it, so I'm glad he's here.
It's a seagull feather for sure. I'm not sure why you thought this could be a bald eagle feather.
Oh, Richard. Peterson, I'm a little sad this evening. My intern, Richard, his parents have called Bay Productions, and they've requested that he finds another job. They thought possibly this type of material on air could jeopardize his entire future career. I would say the opposite, but although I disagree with his parents' decision to not allow him to work with us any further, mostly me, and his parents' decision for us to put a below average channel emoji over his face. At the end of the day, the experiences we shared together and the memories we have will go on a lifetime. Listen, Mr. Bay wants 2 cold waters in his car, a bucket of ice, and 3 sliced lemons. Write that shit down. It's important when you're working or hanging with Michael Bay to work with a sense of urgency. He doesn't like slow people, okay? Just people with slow metabolisms. He'll accept that. If you think this stuff is easy, kids, you've never orchestrated a Michael Bay film or any of his vacations before. I would like to remind you, the amount of talent pool that we have as backup is impeccable. And right away, our human resources department combed through thousands of resumes until we got Cadbury Ligenberger from a small village in Holland. So, Cadbury, welcome on board.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you, sir. And as soldiers go down or their parents disallow them to be associated with us, we will recruit talent, especially from other countries, where their parents aren't quite as familiar with the type of investigations we're known for around our communities here. And now we are going to get ready because we're sitting down for lunch with the fabulously talented Michael Bay to discuss the bald eagle feather that we found at the Alpaca Farm and the extremely rare alien artifact from another planet. This is great. Oh, yeah, I just had a lovely lunch meeting with my esteemed mentor, Michael Bay. And we discussed the possibility of life beyond the stars. And clearly, we'd have to be ignorant to think that this mass of morons on this planet would be the only sign of intelligence in the entire universe. I will relate to you what the wise one said. As soon as we get him to his comfortable resting spot, the rest of us will regroup. Okay, let's move. Now, Barry? Let's roll. This concludes our New England and Northern United States roundup trip. And now we are heading south to New York City. Whether it's treasure hunting, whether we're investigating rare birds like the American bald eagle.
It's a seagull feather for sure. I'm not sure why you thought this could be a bald eagle feather.
Whether we're searching down the fountain of youth. Here we are changing the fabric of our culture. You're a subscriber to the Below Average channel. Let me tell you how that works. We at the Below Average channel, the co-founders, have reached at our stage in life and careers such an evolved plane of thinking. Much like Einstein, the genius, could not tie his shoes, we have gotten to such evolved plane of thinking where our minds don't work like other geniuses. You all are used to geniuses like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. That's the lower level. They have not reached the evolved plane of thinking like Peterson and myself. So, in essence, when you reach the top of that bar of evolutionized thinking, you realize that it reverts you back to a childlike state and brings you back down to what we like to call below average, where you're constantly focused on spending time with your friends, joking around, having fun, and making sure at all times you're smiling and laughing. The fountain of youth may not be a physical body of water. Maybe, just maybe, the fountain of youth is a state of mind. Life is short, and the comedy and the laughter and the goofing around with your friends is what it's all about. Join us again next time, where Michael Bay has us on a cross-country adventure from New York City to Area 51, meteor showers, and the beloved Dr. Feldstein's ranch in Pauls Valley, Oklahoma. Until then, kids,